All right, real quick. This is like a follow-up video from the previous one I did about fitness and jiu-jitsu. I think the last video is a little misleading because I was talking about how to better your fitness for jiu-jitsu. But then in the video, I was just mainly telling you why, or going over why you feel like you're out of shape. When in reality, it's not really, you may not be out of shape. It's just that you're not proficient with jiu-jitsu yet, and you're wasting a lot of energy because you don't know what you're doing. So in this video, because people have asked for it, I'm going to break down some things that you can do on the mat and off the mat to better your conditioning for jiu-jitsu. So first things, I'm going to go over off the mat. So say you can only make it to the gym a couple days a week and you still want to train and get better. So when you go back to the mats, you're not feeling like day one rolling again and your conditioning is still improving. What I like to do is like some high intensity stuff. And I know they get a lot of flack. We love making fun of the CrossFit people and the high rocks, whatever it's called now, whatever the hell that is. But like a Tabata workout, the 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, I really love that exercise. And because it gets your heart rate, up, and then it drops a little bit because you take a 10-second rest, and then you go back up, then down, back up, back down, because in reality, that's what like a match is, or a fight, or rolling on the mats. Unless you're really high level, you're very rarely controlling the pace. Even if you feel like you're doing a lot more work than the individual, it's because they're probably better than you, and they're just conserving their energy, where you don't know what you're doing, so you're just trying to survive or win. So doing an exercise that kind of mimics what you're doing on the mat is going to help you for your conditioning. So I like to do Tabata. I just change up the exercises. I think 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, usually like 8 rounds, and you can do that for multiple exercises. So you could do like squats, kettlebell swings, push-ups, stuff like that, crunches, whatever, anything that's going to get you moving. I love mountain climbers too. That's another good exercise. But do that. That'll improve for sure. And then another thing I would recommend off the mats are sprints, like hill sprints. Or if you got the end of your driveway or your cul-de-sac, wherever you live, if you got a straight stretch where you could do like a 20, 30 yard, 40 yard sprint, whatever it is, do that. What would be really good is to do the Tabata exercise for a couple exercises, and then to finish off your workout for the day, if you only have like 15, 20 minutes, this is perfect. Then you can just finish like 5 or 6 sprints and call it a day. That is a great workout. Do that every other day or so, the days that you're not training, and I guarantee you'll see a little bit of improvement. Now, and again, I'm not, like I said in the last video, I'm not a sports nutritionist or a sports coach or sports conditioning or sports medicine, whatever it is. Anything related to that, personal trainer, fitness, I don't have any certifications in that. The only thing I have is my experience of what I've learned over the years of training martial arts and just overall fitness. So that's where I'm coming from. And anybody can, recommend anything else in the comments too. There's somebody else commenting, and there's somebody in here that's got a real good background in that, or a lot of, I hate to use the word expertise or expert in it, but you can voice your opinions, whatever. It might help somebody else. So that's what I like to do, is the Tabatas and sprints. Now, if I'm on the mat, say you're wanting to still do some productive training while you're rolling. If your gym just does like, hey, we're going to do live rolls, start on the feet, do this, and if they give you freedom to do whatever you want, get a training partner. And I've kind of stated in the last video about doing positional stuff, but this one be even more specific. If they start a timer for like 5 minutes, do 30-second increments. Tell your training partner, hey, can you pin me in side control for 30 seconds? Even if I get out, restart and pin me again. Try to use those 30 seconds to fight to get out of that position. And then you guys switch, and then you can switch it up. And the next minute, do like mount or whatever it is. Fighting from those positions for 30 seconds, and then when you switch, you're able to hold them down, you get a little bit of a break, and then you throw your heart rate back up because you're fighting out of it. That's what's going to mimic the real life situation. A lot of people would think running, is a good way to build up your cardio, but you're not necessarily just trying to improve your cardio. You're trying to, it sounds stupid and cliche, but you're trying to improve the way you fight another human being. You need to get comfortable mimicking what's going to happen in a fight. Your heart rate's going to go through the roof, it's going to come back down, it's going to go up again and come back down, it's going to go up a little bit and come back down. So you got to mimic that. And just running, if you go for a long distance run, I don't want to insult anybody's fitness level and say what long distance is. I'll let you all decide that on your own. But if you're running, you get to a comfortable pace, and naturally your body just gets comfortable and just stays there. So you're not really doing what you need to do to better yourself for actually fighting another human being. Running's good, you can do that, but I would focus more on the high intensity stuff if you want to get better at jiu-jitsu and get your gas tank better. So those are my recommendations. I'm not an expert in anything. So if you have any other recommendations or anybody else, put them in the comments. If you have any other questions, asking me about things, put them in the comments. I would love to go over diet one day, but that's a whole other video. And again, I'm not an expert, but I can give you my opinion on what I do. But yeah, so hopefully this helps. Leave some comments and suggestions for other videos. I appreciate it.